Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's doing awesome. It's been a trial year, if that even makes sense. It's been a piece of shit of a year, pero I'm doing better, and I hope you guys, if you were doing bad, you're doing better, and if you were doing good, I'll be doing even more better. I know that's my English teacher is probably rolling on the ground somewhere. I don't know if she's alive. It doesn't matter. Neither here nor there. Doesn't matter. I had the pleasure to talk to EyeofUatu from Instagram. This dude is a fucking amazing artist. He's a great photographer, even though he doesn't think he is. The bitch is. And takes great pictures and then, does his thing with his visual effects on Photoshop and whatnot. And the pictures come out awesome. And that's what I was trying to tell this dude. You're a good photographer. Your framing is fucking on point. Your pictures without the effects look fantastic. He's like, no, I don't consider myself. But we all do the same thing. I don't consider myself a good anything. But yeah, he's awesome. So if you've never heard of EyeofUatu, go check out his page, man. Tom is fantastic, and I'm sure you're gonna love his work. His toy photography is out of this world, and I fucking love it. Been a fan for the longest time. I'm glad I was able to have him here, and enjoy our talk about everything. Love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and everything's on the description. All his links. So in case, EyeofUatu, if you know Uatu, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that shit so Puerto Rican right now. Uatu. Is that how you say it in English? The Watcher from fucking Marvel. The bald-headed bitch. Anyways, all the stuff is in the link, in the description. All the links are in the description. Podcast, video, look for the goddamn description. Check out the link, and check this dude out. Now enjoy.
Are you getting feedback? Should I plug in headphones?
No. I'll let you know, but it's fine.
All right, cool. I also have a fan going. It's hot as fuck down here in San Diego. So
it's hot as here.
It's causing... What?
No, it's hot as fuck over here too. Like it was
You're in
hot.
Florida, right?
Is that right? South Florida.
Yeah, that's you get the humidity with the hot.
Yeah, it's not so humid yet because it's still cool,
springtime,
if you will.
Yes, yeah.
If you can even call it
there,
springtime down here.
80s?
Exactly, dude. So it was hot as balls, man. I was gonna skateboard a little bit after work, and I'm like, I need to be clean, I need to be presentable somewhat.
You gotta be fresh,
Exactly.
Yeah,
so I'm like, nah, don't do it, P2. But the fan, dude, I can't hear it. Your mic is doing an absolute amazing job of only capturing your voice. So
perfect. That's
I need
that's
to
why
I
we
need to
pay
I need
money
to know
for
what
these
that
things,
is.
right? You got the same one, right? The Blue Yeti.
Hell no, man. I got the fucking Amazon special.
That does not look like an Amazon special.
I
That looks like
swear
a
to
fancy
God, look, it's rinky dinky. Look, the thing came off already. but like it was $45.
Oh,
and
damn.
From not having one to having this, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I do have to ask because I was watching some of your YouTube clips like earlier today, and like your quality on your your video is so good. What camera do you use?
Well, thank you very much. I'm not sure which videos you were looking at. If it was,
I was watching
hunting,
one with you and Richie actually earlier, and I was just like, damn, that's a crisp camera.
Oh, you're talking about the the podcast.
This.
So funny enough, there's a lot of firsts going on in my podcast. So I finally bought a cam link. This little dude right here, in case you didn't know what it was right there.
The hell is that? So that allows you to connect like a regular DSLR or something like that?
I have my A6600, which is what I was filming with before.
Gotcha.
So I would use my camera here on my laptop would be the camera, and then I would be setting this camera here, but to record. So then in post, I would bring it because my camera with this laptop is potato quality.
Yeah,
it's just trash.
Yeah. What blows my mind is I don't know what laptop you have, but like at least with Apple, their FaceTime cameras are just trash. I don't understand. Like you spend all these money on these computers. Why not get a better camera on them?
My point exactly, dude. My point exactly. Fucking Apple. But yeah. So now I have this beautiful, expensive camera that I bought, for other things, and I wanted to use as a webcam. I can use it as a webcam,
Well, you got
and I'm
like you got a
excited.
lot of videos and stuff on your channel, so yeah, damn straight. That's a good thing to spend your money into. Better than
Mm-hmm.
all the toys and collectibles in terms of what we'll
Ta-da!
get out of it. But I think for my heart, the toys and collectibles is totally what it's about.
I agree, dude. I agree. Hey, listen, it looks like you're doing pretty good with the toy thing. I mean, I just saw you on Hasbro Pulse with the
Yeah,
Thor,
yeah.
looking delicious as fuck. I mean, how,
Thor
how did
always
that
looks
happen?
delicious as fuck.
How did that happen? They come up to you, they're like, "Look, we got this new figure, bro. We need to sell 10 million
Yeah,
copies,
yeah.
and your
So
pictures are
they
the
came to
ones
the
that make
wrong
it
person.
happen."
It was perfect. It was great. No, they they send out an email. They have a PR term. They're a team. They have a big company. So one of their PR people reached out to me. I'm like lifelong friends with a lot of like the Hasbro team as well. So I was talking with one of my buddies who works on the marketing team, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I've been tossing your name around, and I pretty much wouldn't accept anybody else." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool, thanks, man." But
That's
yeah,
fire.
so they just reached out to me and like they're like they didn't tell me what the figure was. They were like, "We have a project. It's an unreleased figure. We can't tell you what it is until you sign all these NDAs and pretty much agree." And I'm like, "Cool. So sure, I guess what's the harm in just trying it?" And then they reached
Hmm.
out to me like the following week after I signed all the paperwork and went on. They're like, "Okay, it's Thor." I'm like, "Oh, good. I can do lightning. That's fine. Let's do
Yeah,
it." Yeah. So
and then
pretty
bada
much
bing, bada
it.
boom.
Yep.
That's fucking awesome, dude. I'm happy. I'm happy to see you guys. People that have skills like yourself, and getting a little recognition, if you will, from the companies. That make the damn toys.
It's great because you get to see we spend all this money. I mean, like again, look at behind you, look at behind me. I got stuff
I know, right?
wazoo. We spend all this money on this stuff, and it's great that our passion for it is kind of coming back in a way where the company is like, we can see that you love this stuff enough to spend sometimes hours working on a single picture or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
or recording a podcast about collecting and all that stuff, and it's just that recognition's nice.
Yeah. Holy shit! I heard that, bro. Damn.
I thought that was a crotch rocket, but no, that was just like a Honda.
No,
Flying down
get
the street.
out of here.
I
The
shit you
fuck?
not. It was a Honda.
It sounded like a motorcycle.
I know, me too. And I looked at him like, no. Yeah, that's
Some
just
fucking 1998 Honda Civic, bro.
spoiler taller than me.
We call them carritos de compra, which are the shopping carts, because that's what they look like, with those
That's
freaking
totally what they look
spoilers.
like.
Stupid. They look stupid, and then with the tires to the side, like the fucking car's too heavy.
And
Like,
like they're
come
they're
on.
too what's the low profile too, so anytime they go
Mm-hmm.
over a speed bump, they're bottoming out on it.
And
Sometimes it
down
sounds
here in
like their
Florida.
muffler's like drowning. I'm like, is your car underwater? What's happening? It sounds awful.
So like
But
a
they
tiny ass bottle, the fucking muffler's like.
Yeah, exactly. But they love that shit. They spend hundreds of dollars on that thing. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
To each
Hey,
their
do
own.
you, right? Exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. You want a stupid ass looking car? So I get stupid ass looking figures sometimes.
Exactly. I
We all
don't
do
need
it.
4 Captain America shields, but I have 4 Captain America shields because why not?
Hey. Holy shit! I see two right now. You
There's
got
2
four.
here. Yeah. There's one in the closet here, and then I have a backpack one
So
as
at
well.
what point? At what point do you stop?
Four.
It's just grabbing.
4 is the point where you stop.
Okay, so you're not gonna get the new one that's coming out from the.
Well, I
You sure
have
about that?
so that one's like just repackaged. So I have the okay, that one's the EFX collectibles like actual replica.
Mm-hmm.
That one's the first plastic Marvel Legends one, and then I have the what was it 70th anniversary or something like that 80th anniversary one that they did, which was like metal.
Uh huh. I
So
remember
I
that one.
I
Yep.
have that one, and I think that's the one that they're just reusing. So
Gotcha.
I have it already. It's just in different. It's in a special box.
Okay.
That's it.
So four.
Yeah.
Four.
4.
So if
4. You need
next
one
time
as
I
a
bring you
backpack too.
back, you have five, we're gonna have some problems.
Yes, we're gonna fight with our shields. It'll happen.
Yo, the show's awesome. I'm assuming you're watching it, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Every
That's
Thursday,
always
I
good.
stay up Thursday night. I feel so bad for you guys on the East Coast because, like,
At
by
3 in
the
the
time
morning
I
or
wake
something.
up, there's spoilers everywhere.
Hey, every Friday since WandaVision started with the first. Well, I think it was after the first episode. Second episode, it was either 5 or 6 in the morning. My coffee, I'm watching it. Because you go anywhere, there's this dick fucking spoilers, some bullshit. It's like, bro, I ain't want any of that. I don't want any of that. I watch it in the morning with my little coffee. We're good to go.
yeah, you want to enjoy it, right? Like, it's made to be a surprise when you watch it. Why would the
Hmm.
first thing I want to see when I go on Instagram is the big surprise before I get a chance to go see that?
Yeah, this dick's posting the picture of whatever just happened or that one thing that you know.
Yep.
It's like, come on, man. You guys, why you gotta be trolling, son? That should
Because
be illegal.
they want that, like, yeah, it's part trolling, it's part that initial, like, I got out there first, so I'm gonna get the most likes on posting this thing. Yeah,
True.
it's that game. It's too
They're
much.
fucking stupid, cabrones. I wish it was illegal to slap people in the face. Just one slap. Just one slap. Just bah! You know, like those goddamn Russians that have competitions, but just get one of those Russians. I didn't say it had to be by me, but just get one of those dudes. Bro, just knock the fuck out of this. Mira,
Sometimes,
coño.
I mean, hey, a good slap will set somebody right sometimes, and some of these people need one of those. But yeah, one of those big dudes.
For real, dude. For real. So, let's talk a little bit about your. Let me blow my load first. Let me blow my
Okay,
load here.
sure.
Let me
Blow your
blow.
load.
I mean,
I'm,
I
I'm
love your shit.
3,000 miles away, so it's all
That's good. That's good. I don't know if it goes through the internet, but you never know. I love your shit, dude. I love your pictures. It's awesome to have seen your growth, like from when you started to like what you're doing now. I love that you not only set up awesome pictures by themselves, because the pictures, the way you set them up and the product without the effects already looks badass. And then you go in and add the little cremita, very nice with the fucking
spice.
and it's awesome. So walk me through from when you started, because your pictures, funny enough, they look very pedestrian, like anybody who doesn't know how to take pictures. And now you're like just like fucking ultra instant Goku in your picture zone, bro. Talk to me. What happened?
All right, so well, a couple of things. One, I don't think I'm a good photographer straight off the bat. I'll tell you, I'm a good digital editor. I could say that. I feel confident in those skills. So like, that little spice that I put on top, that is like, it would be shit without that, But
Nah, it wouldn't. Trust me.
it's so when I started, like, it was really just like I was just doing a page. My buddies have been like getting on my case because I'm like such an uber freaking nerd, and they're like, "Dude, you just gotta like get out there and find a community of people to talk to because they're tired of hearing about it." And I'm like, "All right, fine." So I like started like my account. I started EyeofUatu. It was just gonna be like I'm gonna repost art that I like, movies that I've seen, just to talk with other people. So that's what it started out as. And then like I started taking pictures of my collection and putting that up. Some people were like, "Oh man, that's really cool. Do you have this?" And then I started kind of getting a little bit more creative with that. And then all of a sudden, like, an ocean wave of the toy collector people kind of started coming in, the toy photography group. And they were like, "Hey, we do this thing called sessions. You should get involved." And that's when I kind of like learned about toy photography, how it's like this whole thing. And I'm like, okay. So I started getting into it. And then the feedback started being really good. And it just kind of snowballed from there. So like I blame or owe it to the toy photography community for getting me into it. So
That's awesome, dude. So the community say, papi, come here. We'll take you.
yes,
We'll take
they
you.
embraced me. It
And
was a nice warm hug. And great.
that's awesome, dude. And then from there on, so were you doing that kind of editing on your professional life on other shit? Is that why you're so good at
Yeah, so
Photoshop?
I went to school actually for illustration. It's kind of funny, like, so I went to school for illustration. I was going to be a comic artist, like back in the day, and then I kind of realized how much work and effort went into being a comic artist. Like, I'm too lazy for that shit. No, no, thank you. So I was like, let me go to be a graphic designer, and so I ended up not that being a graphic designer is lazy because let me tell you, I work like 10-hour days every day. But I became a graphic designer, professional, like working for like a marketing firm and all that stuff. And yeah, then from there, I kind of like just started doing stuff on the side. Like I was kind of keeping up with my illustration stuff, and like the toy photo stuff, just kind of it was more like drawing on my photos. So I kind of see like the photos as being like a canvas for me to like do the stuff I like to do. So
I love your fucking lightning, dude. You draw all the lightning you draw, right? That's all
yeah.
you do. I love it. I'm like, man, if I only had those goddamn skills, because here I am fucking looking for lightning bolts on, PNGs that are not PNGs, and you're like, fuck, and you try to draw lightning, it sucks balls. But I see your behind the scenes videos, and you're like,
So some
bam.
lightning, I'll even tell you though, dude, don't look up PNGs because if you just find like a good image of lightning, like striking lightning on a black background, and layer styles,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
add and screen, just put it to like add or screen and just get rid of all that extra shit on the sides, and it
yeah.
just works wonders. Like my Thor pictures are half of those, half of stuff that I'll draw. It's like a little mixture.
Gotcha. I like
Yeah.
that. I like that. That's awesome, dude. I love the creative. Your creative process has to be awesome because when I take pictures of my toys, like I get it, I go into this fucking zone where I'm like, yeah, this, and that. And like the picture could have been, Link and Epona together, and then I'm like, yo, let me put, have tree bark, so let me put a fucking tree here, tree, and just go crazy. And like I see your shit, and like, do you have an idea of what the fuck you're gonna do? With the effects before you take the picture?
Half the time, yes. Actually, I would say more than half. Probably like 80% of the time, yes. 80% of the time, I'm shooting towards the end result.
Mm-hmm.
There's the 20%, and sometimes these come out the best where it's like when you're shooting, you kind of move stuff around, or like you kind of get this other idea, and you're like, oh, well, I could do this instead. And then it kind of just informs itself, right? And like,
Gotcha.
sometimes I'll get on my iPad because I try to do most of my editing on my iPad because I'm on my computer all day. Now where it's like I get on my iPad, I see the picture, I'm like, oh, what if I did this and have this like effect kind of coming in from like the left or something like that? I'll play with it. And,
Gotcha. Yeah. That's awesome. So you're using your iPad. You have an iPad Pro or something like that?
Yeah, I have the second iPad Pro, so it is like ancient, and I'm hoping, what is it, Tuesday? This Tuesday they're announcing new stuff. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that there's the new iPad coming out. Yeah, like desperately, dude. I can only have like 8 layers on my iPad Pro because it's like so old, and it's like, it's rough.
Dude, my laptop, my main computer is from 2011, dude. Like I suffer
2011?
sometimes when I'm dude, 2011. So I'm editing videos here, and when I have to open After Effects, even if it's for the stupidest thing, it's like,
Go get yourself a coffee, make a sandwich.
oh my god, I feel so bad for it. So I have a list, so I'm gonna build an actual PC
Oh,
because
nice.
I've heard that's the way to go. And I'm like, you know what? Let me do it because I want something that I can just throw here. Because you save yourself so much time. Like I mean, I can only imagine you with a new iPad.
Yep.
You're in like half the time, if not more.
I hope
dude.
so. I mean, I hope that's the case. But I know anytime I get new tech, and you tell me if you're like similar to this, it's like the first thing you do is find out where the ceiling is, and then you just are constantly hitting it, right? Because you're like, let me see what my limit is, and then you're like, no, I'm always going to shoot for that limit. It's everything ages up. It's
yeah,
bad.
yeah. It's that's how it is. That's how it is. You just have to go to 99.9%, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
To the limit, just right before it starts smoking, like the fucking computer's blowing up.
I've had my iPad like just crash out on me numerous times with like what I've been doing on it. Like I will. So again, my iPad is probably almost from the same year as your laptop. And like I'll work on it and it'll freeze, but I'll just keep going because I know it'll catch up eventually. And sometimes I'll just kind of keep going, and then it just crashes all out. It's like, no, dude, you're doing way too much. I'm done. I'm done. Slow your roll.
You're like hoping, just please unfreeze and mark everything I just did.
Yep. There are times where it's like, I'll do some edits. I'm like, okay, this is a test edit, but if it crashes, I don't get it as a test anymore. It's committed because you don't get the undo once
Yeah.
when you come back. And so I'm like, don't crash right now. Just don't crash. Which half the time it does. What are you gonna do?
That's awesome. Hey, you work with what you get, which is what we're doing, pretty much. So
Exactly.
that's what it is. It is what it is. We got toys to buy. I can't buy a new iPad right now because there's a few figures that I want.
What you buying now? I see like a lot of Dragon Ball statues back there.
Oh yeah, I love the Banpresto statues.
Yes.
So my philosophy right now, being not a millionaire, I want to buy the best representation of each character that I like,
Yep.
And that's pretty much what I'm doing here. Some characters get a few representations, like my boy Brawly. I got one.
Oh yeah. That's
all the way back there.
Yep.
Yeah. Completely big. I got the OG
Couple
one over
Gokus.
here.
Yeah, I love that. That's the Zero one right down there.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that one's beautiful.
This dude right here, dude,
Yes.
amazing, man.
Oh my God, I love that statue.
So sick. I'm such a Broly bitch, so But
Dude,
but yeah,
okay.
so go ahead.
Let's talk Brawly for a second. So okay, I loved Brawly back in the day, and I was a little worried when that new movie came out. But holy shit, I went to the movie theater twice that weekend, like seeing that movie. Yeah. Oh, it was they appealed to the old school like Dragon Ball stuff because they like went down to the whole like destruction of Planet Vegeta and like oh my god,
dude.
And they touched in a little bit of Super and it was like oh it was everything. That movie was freaking everything.
It's in that fight they have when it starts. It's like a 30-minute fight.
Dude, yeah, it was like half the movie was that fight. Yep.
Bro, I wake up. Sometimes I wake up in the mornings, and I just put the fight, bro. When they get there and fucking they're like, bro, oh, Broly, he's like fucking just over there. You're like, oh, let's go, dude. I get so pumped up. I'm so stupid. I've seen the movie so many times, and I still get fired up.
Same here. It's one of those movies I can put on in the background all the time, and I always just end up like I put stuff on when I'm working, and I'm like, oh, let me put this on, and I always end up watching that movie instead of working. I now have to like kind of steer clear of certain movies, and that's one. But like because it's so good the whole way through.
The animation is fucking awesome. The story was great. They did Broly, bringing him canon. They did him awesome. They did him awesome. I got so surprised.
I like the and this is I know controversial to old school Dragon Ball heads or whatever, but like I think the new Broly's better than the old Broly, but I love them both.
Exactly. I totally forgot I had this dude. I mean,
yeah, I have that guy too. Big beef boy.
I keep going like this, thinking that the camera's here. It's right here, Pitu. It's right here. But yeah, dude. Oh my god, I love them both. I know. Stupid story. Goku cried. Woke him up. Whatever. Still,
dude
badass.
just wanted his sleep, man. That's it. You know what? As a 38-year-old, I can't believe I just said my age, but as a 38-year-old man, I understand
baby.
The need for sleep. Okay.
I agree. What's up, dude? My kid is over there just looking. Hey, daddy. But yeah, sleep is a necessity. So I understand Broly. But they gave him a pretty cool backstory, and I love him as a character, which is awesome because I loved Broly in the other movies because he was just fucking badass.
Oh, dude!
But as a character, I like him.
Until they made him a sludge monster, I didn't really need Bio Broly.
That third movie. So how do you go from the second movie, which I loved, Gohan fighting Broly, and then Goku coming out of nowhere, and that transformation, bro? Because he lands. And nothing changes. His expression doesn't change. He just goes Super Saiyan immediately. You're like, and then all of them are coming. I'm like, ah. And Broly's like, oh, bro. They send them to the sun like the sun's not 93 million miles away, right? Like he got there so quick. I'm like, damn.
And then all of a sudden he comes back as a trash monster. I don't know.
That clone movie. What a disappointment, bro. But it's Broly bitches. That's what's up.
Hell yeah.
I fucking love that dude. But I lost all train of thought, dude. You got me hyped up in Broly. I don't even know what I was talking about. I just got so right.
I gotta be honest with you. I'm staring at your shelf. I have more questions. Like, okay, so I love the red stripe going down, and I need to know, like, do special figures get the red platform treatment, or is it just like how it goes? Because like that seems like the important ones.
So funny enough, I had this shelves, the red ones already, and had a few of the white. So when my wife was designing our house, she designed the space, and then we realized I had extra room for more shelves. So instead of buying them all white, which is eventually what I want to do, she said, "Oh, why don't you use the red ones you have and put them in the middle? Make it straight."
I love that, dude. Don't make them all white. The red is striking. It's a cool look. So, it looks like the G.I. Joe emblem, kind of like Snake Eyes.
Oh shit! Yeah! Ooh, man. This is why I like this guy right here. Thinking out the box. I wasn't even thinking about that, dude. That's fucking dope. But yeah, this is how it ended up. So, but you know where I messed up? My dumbass had everything measured because I wanted a certain space between all of them. This idiot did not take into account the thickness of the damn shelves.
Oh yeah, that's a trouble.
So like I have Kakashi here, right?
Yep.
He has that wing.
I was wondering who that was. Okay, yeah. That's totally
so I can't put him anywhere else except down here, and I want him like here or here, and I should have been able to if I would have taken into account the thickness. Yeah. So yeah, don't be stupid like we do, please. Thickness matters.
If you didn't make that joke, I would have.
You were like, he's like, is he gonna say it? Is he gonna leave me open here? Damn, bro. But yeah, dude. That's how I have this. I still unorganized. I got I took all my Actually, now that I have this camera, I can move it around. So I
Yeah, I see
took.
some SH figures back there, and then some.
So I had all the SH figures and the Figmas in here, and then I decided to just mess around with the display and put the big figures on here.
Yeah, the
So I got the
quarter
NECA Turtles, I got the NECA, what is it, Master Chief,
that
and down
Gears?
here.
Oh, that's Master Chief. I can't quite see it.
Yeah, yeah, this dude, yeah, right here. It's all the way in the fucking corner. He fell and opened the door and it was on the ground. I'm like, Jesus Christ! I got
He wanted
scared there.
out,
I'm
man.
like,
He had
for
floods of
real? I'm like,
Yeah,
good lord. Do not trust to anybody watching statues to the top layer. Please
no.
be smart. Because I've seen so many disasters.
those
Ooh.
horror pictures of just like a pile of glass and figures and hot toys in the mix. It's
I get nauseous, bro. I get nauseous. I see that. I'm like, oh my god.
I mean, off camera over here, I got all my hot toys in those things, and yeah, I have them up to the top, but I don't have a lot up at the top. It's like just a couple.
Gotcha.
It's still
Yeah, but those are
dangerous.
not that heavy. They're not that heavy. Like I have that Iron Man statue that's down here. I don't know if you can see it. This one right here.
Oh yeah. Is that the Mark One?
So yeah, that's the Mark One. It's the premium format from Sideshow. That motherfucker weighs like 40 pounds.
Oh, dude, yeah, you can't put that in a top. No.
But I've
toy
seen
is like
people
maybe
with
like a couple
details.
pounds.
I've seen people with details putting shit like that or that heavy on top. I'm like, be careful, it's gonna break.
So I used to have a big ass custom display. Like it was about the size of 4 of the D-tops wide, and it had one thick piece of glass that just went across the top. And I used to have all of my Avengers hot toys like going across them. And then one day I walk in and I notice there's a slight bow to that big heavy glass. I'm like, what? I should maybe not do this anymore.
Ooh, at least you saw it before it broke, dude.
Yeah, for real.
Oh my god, glass! But I don't think I've ever seen glass like just with weight. Oh my god,
I have. It's a horrifying sight.
full panic.
Ends.
Full panic. I think the worst thing that ever happened to me. This was back in the day, 2008. When I started YouTube, I had a diorama, a Fantastic Four diorama from Sideshow, which the thing was the base, and then he had like all everybody else just like around him with their powers.
Okay.
And then I had I had a Venom versus Spider-Man diorama.
Oh, I remember
Venom,
that one.
Like this, and Spider-Man's like pushing him away. And I, on top of that, so that was in my TV unit. On top of the TV, like I had shelves
Glass
on top.
shelves? We talking glass shelves?
No. Those
Okay.
the TV unit is wood, and then the shelves that I had were wood too, or MDF, whatever.
Oh yeah, those yeah.
But that wasn't even the problem. I had a Predator from Hot Toys, the ones from the AVP movies. Again, this is 2008, so that's all that was out. The AVP ones. This motherfucker took a tumble, took down both fucking dioramas, and they went behind the fucking TV unit.
What?
I get home immediately. Just like you notice immediately, like, what's up? You're like, you're looking, something's wrong, and then you point it out. You're like, and then I look behind the TV. I'm like,
The dread just boils up from down here and just goes into your throat.
Oh
and
my
stuff.
god, bro! I'm like, Jesus.
Damn,
So those
man.
broke, those broke in certain places, and I'm like, fuck, whatever.
It's heart
give
wrenching,
it to my
especially
little bro.
like thinking back to like 2008. Those statues today probably go for a small fortune because this was like beginning of. I want to say we're in a big collector's bloom, right? There's way more collectors now
Feels that way.
than ever been, and yeah, those statues, God, never get them again.
Oh, god damn it, bro! Trust me, I had the I don't know how familiar you are with Sideshow, but
Pretty
okay, so there was the Doctor Doom in Throne, the first premiere film
Oh,
that
I
they ever
love
did.
it. Dude, okay, so that was one of I saw that at Comic-Con. My very first San Diego Comic-Con was 2005, and I believe that's where he was like on display, like a promo item.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that is one of the coolest fucking statues I had ever seen in my life.
Bro, and I had it, and it was amazing. I ended up selling it. I forgot for how much. And even then, already in 07, 08, it was selling for good, like $1,000 easy. I got it for
stop on that
800.
initial run and you're done, right?
Yeah. But it was a grail from then. So, and it's still a phenomenal piece. It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, what is it? Doctor Doom on Throne, Sideshow Premium Format. Check it out. It's amazing. Funny enough,
There's
it's
been
still
so many people, so many like statue makers or other people, collectors, whatever, like kind of recreating that iconic statue.
yeah,
with,
yeah.
Like, figures or new like digital sculpts and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Everybody putting Thanos on thrones and Darkseid on thrones and some other shit. Whatever they can put on a throne, they got it in the thrones. And some of these statues, like some of these companies who don't have licenses and they're just like doing their own shit. I'm not saying they're doing like bad sculpts or anything, but like they just go ham because they don't have to pay anybody. Like it's like full profit, so they don't give a shit, bro. So the bases are like fucking massive. You got this huge throne, and the statue of the character is like fucking tiny.
You know, well, no one's there to tell them no. So hey, live your best life, man.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, you're right. A lot of fucking companies like trying to do that, and it's so amazing. But anyways, the point is, I had that. You know, I had the original Hulk premium format, which was my love, my life, and all those sell for so much right now. It makes me again nauseous. I could buy the Tesla that I wanted or whatever, you know, with that fucking money, bro. Put it in stocks, Dogecoin. Who knows? Go to the moon.
Get your Dogecoins.
Jesus. But yeah, man.
It was because that was in 2005. I had just gotten out of college, so I did not have the funds to like support the statue, hot toy, all the stuff I really wanted. And like they had I think it was like a diorama sideshow where it was like Colossus holding up like a sentinel head or something like that.
The first Sentinel diorama, which is again one of the most epic statues ever made. Like Colossus
all went together.
Looks amazing. Cyclops looks amazing, and the head looks fucking badass. Like it's so good.
And it lit up, and I was like, I need this, but I didn't have that kind of money. I was working at a comic book store at that time, so like, I definitely didn't have that money.
Oh my god! Listen, that is such a beautiful statue. I hate like even how, and I think it was the Gore Group, and the Gore Group is a group of Argentinians, led by Martin Canal. They are some of the sickest sculpts, like the sickest sculpts you see on fucking Sideshow. Martin Canal and the Goku are probably behind it. Like they're so badass. I actually have Martin Canal scheduled to come on here. It's probably gonna be in Spanish though, cause he's from Argentina, so I'm gonna try to put a little Spanglish there. But he's so good. It's just like wow, like everything he does is fucking amazing. I don't know if you know. Again, if you don't know who he is, I'm gonna send you his page on.
Yeah, please do. I got
on Instagram, so you can just check out, and you're gonna be like, oh my god, yeah, because he's so good.
I try to
so
follow
badass.
as many like sculptors as I possibly can, because like half the time, so like taking it to toy photography for just a second again, but like half the I'm looking for inspiration. I look at the stuff that isn't toy photography or movies. I'm trying to like look at what are sculptors doing? What are artists like comic book artists? What are they drawing? Stuff like that. And like I get the best inspiration from other artists.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, send me sculptors. I want to see them.
That's what's up. Yeah, I know a bunch. And Andy Warhol. Andy Warhol. Jesus, no, hold on.
Andy Warhol.
Look at me. See, woo! Listen, the bourbon is coming
the best
in.
Can of soup you've ever seen.
Andy Burgles. Good lord, I'm so sorry, Andy. I'm a douchebag.
You just compared him to Andy Warhol, who's like one of the most famous artists of like ever. Well done.
Maybe you shouldn't drink before you do the podcast, Pito.
Or maybe
so maybe I should. So Andy Burgles. So he was the one who created the premium format. He essentially sculpted the whole premium format for Hulk, the first Hulk premium format.
Okay.
The dude is stupid. Like his sculpts are fucking amazing. So it's another sculpture that I want to send you because it's just like the talent is just ridiculous, bro. Ridiculous.
I feel like back in those days, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but like not many of the studios, like Sideshow's Statue Studio, they weren't putting out the names of the sculptors and whatnot like on the boxes. Like I knew Randy Bowen always put like the sticker on, like, oh, this is the Kuchera brothers or something like that, like on the front. But like anything I got from Sideshow just kind of came from Sideshow, So I don't know like the people behind it, and I'm really happy that these days now, like even toy makers and statue stuff, like that comes with like the credits. So I get to know like what artist do I like that I want to follow.
Exactly, and and you're right. Like back in the day, like you would get a statue, and it would be the box, and made by Sideshow, blah blah blah
Yeah,
blah. But who sculpted it? Like who worked on it? Now
yeah.
you can go to the website and you see they'll give you all full credit
They have
list.
the credits like right there.
Who did
Yeah.
everything. So like, just awesome, awesome, awesome work from everybody, dude. Like all the painters in Sideshow Collectibles, all the fucking people that have to do with the cut and sew, like it's just retarded,
Oh
dude.
yeah. Oh yeah,
Their
man. The
talent
cut and sew
is
people.
so good, man. It's so good.
The
And
stuff that they're mixing. Go ahead.
no, no, go ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say the stuff that they're mixing, like you said, the cut and sew people, like they're doing all the soft goods like on the statue. Like I really want that Doctor Strange. I think it's a premium format, or it might be a maquette, the new one that they did where the cape is the flowing like actual like cloth cape. Like they do such a good job mixing materials now that I'm like, yeah, we're in a whole like I don't know golden age of collecting. It's amazing.
Yeah, so when I joined the collector community back in '07, the one of the biggest debates since Sideshow was starting to make premium formats, it had been doing it for a little bit, was the fully sculpted statue or the
Yep.
multimedia or whatever statue. And people are like, no, fully sculpted, I can't take it, I can't take it. And then like I got my first Hot Toys figure, and that's when everything changed. I'm like, I got it,
Same here.
and
Dude, it was the exact same.
bro, it was I think it was the Predators. So again, this was one of the things I did back in the day on YouTube for the first time. Like I was filming myself, when I got the Predators and the Marines and the
Yep.
real clothing. And even back then, Hot Toys was making some really good fucking clothing in that 1/6 scale. And you're like, but bro, and then you can like weather this, and this shit's gonna look like super fucking real. Like, oh my god! And you're like, why would I want to sculpt it? I know in some statues and or some cases with a character, fully sculpture makes sense. But like,
Yep.
man, if you can do a multimedia, bro, that's what's up. It makes it look more, especially in photography.
Oh,
Since this is,
especially
this is what you do, bro. Like the way light reflects from and bounces back from different textures and surfaces,
yeah.
like it's huge to just deliver something like a picture that looks real and beautiful.
Yep. And if you have
You know
like
what
a
I'm saying?
statue specifically, because like so I was in the exact same place where when I used to start collecting 1/12 scale stuff, like the original Marvel Legends and stuff. I was such a hater of like soft goods. Come on, it's terrible. Then I got my first Hot Toy, and I was like, soft goods pretty fucking good when done correctly, And I kind of like learned, and you kind of nailed it though, like because even now I'd be like, it's a statue. I get it. If you want to go sculpted, sure. But if I want to do photography, even if it's just a cape that's soft goods, and I want to, take a shot of the figure going this way, and I want to make it kind of look like he's flowing, and it's just a statue. If the cape is sculpted, the cape's staying the way it is. But if it's a flowing fabric cape that I can move, I can be like, oh, well, I can kind of make it look like he's coming from the other way now, and stuff like that.
Yep.
It really helps. Yeah.
It sells like the realism. Like, I'm just looking. I'm on your page on Instagram, and I see a photo of John Dude. His work
Oh,
on
that's way back.
his,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. I don't even know what this is. Let's see what the year is here.
2017?
Woo, 2018 September.
2018.
That picture that I'm looking at. But Yondu, bro, like,
Dude,
because I own Yondu for like, do
Gorgeous.
everything. It's just amazing. It's such a perfect figure. I hate myself for selling it. I'm a bitch, but like, dude, it's such a beautiful figure. The head sculpt, the painting on the head sculpt, the painting on his mohawks,
Yep.
and then the cut and sew, bro. Ooh, ooh.
I still think that is, if I like look around with like some of my more recent Hot Toys, that might still be my favorite, like just soft goods, like on one of their figures, because there's so many textures and patterns, and it's just also perfectly done on that guy.
It's dude, it's so good. I don't know. It's one of the best Hot Toys figures I've ever seen. It's just fantastic. I love it.
It's
Fucking
beautiful.
love it. Pero what was I gonna? Oh, you know what I want to ask you? When did you start collecting? Like when did this happen? Toys and all this shit. What happened?
I mean, okay, so that's a tough thing to answer, right? Because like I'm sure, like me, or like you, perhaps, tell me if it's the same way. When I was a kid, I always kind of bought toys, and I never really stopped. You know what I mean? It was kind of like, even when I was in high school, I was reading comics, and when I went to New York, I was like, oh well, shit, this Japanese like import store that I don't have access to because I grew up in Connecticut, So like, there was nothing there. When I went to New York City, like every other couple of months or something like that, I'd go to these import stores. I'm like, well, I can get that white tiger Zord from Power Rangers here, and I'm like 16 or whatever. The most uncool thing you could possibly buy as a 16-year-old. I'm like, yeah, might as well. I'll bring this home. And then, I kind of stopped for like a year or 2 years. Then I went off to college, and I went to art school, so I met like other nerds like myself, and like, I got McFarlane's Kaneda, however you want to say it.
Yeah, Kaneda.
Yes, from Akira. So like Akira, and like
Akira.
You got that dictation down perfect.
I don't know what I'm saying though. I sound.
Hey,
it sounds realistic.
Sounds good. It sounds good, and that's good enough for me. Do I need tickets to this gun show? What's going on?
Let me put them away, man. Let me put them away. My team. Whoa! See, this is getting too much.
One of those types of counts. Hang on.
How about we relax? This is a toy photography podcast right now happening. So let's keep your titties in your shirt, Pito. Thank you very much.
I like you're telling other people to do that, and yet the titties out are yours. Yeah.
I got them. But anyway, what were you saying? Because did I interrupt you? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Trust me, it wasn't the most interesting thing. But I'll just say, like, when Marvel Legends first started coming out, that's what really got me into it, like full ham. Like I was just like, oh shit, okay, look at this, Captain America 1/12 scale figure, the most articulated you could possibly get. It looked good. Toy Biz was killing it back in those days. Like 1,000 paint apps on a figure, articulated figure. They were doing great things. So that got me into it, and then from there it just kind of snowballed.
That's funny because I could say the same. Like I've been collecting since I was a little kid, and my mom used to take me to Toys R Us in Puerto Rico. We only had like that one Toys R Us, and then I forgot what other places. Some places in the mall, whatever. And I was finding, I had Toy Fair magazine, so I was like looking for little errors on the power of the Force figures. Mm-hmm. But then fast forward to like Toy Biz making Marvel Legends. I was already here in college, so I went to the Art Institute of Fort Lauderdale, and I had the school was next to some shopping mall thingy or whatever outside, and bro, like it just snowballed. And then I moved with my my future wife then to building that was next to a Target. It was right next to a Target, man. So
what are you supposed to do? You gotta go to that Target and toy shop.
Target. There was a GameStop, and I'm like, what's up, bro?
Yep.
And then Marvel Legends, I was able to build Galactus.
I got that one. Sentinel.
The Sentinel, dude. Still one of my favorite figures of all time. That Sentinel is so good. It's so good. It's not like Apocalypse, that the proportions look stupid right now. Just stupid. And back then I was like, Apocalypse, yeah. Which I still love the figure, by the way. I don't hate the figure. But you can see, the proportions.
I sold that Apocalypse was on my chopping block when I moved out to the West Coast. But I still got my Sentinel. I still got my Galactus. I still have my MODOK. He's up there somewhere.
That's what's up, MODOK, yeah. But that Sentinel, man. And especially in those, like, again, this was essentially new, especially for me. Like build the figures and all this crap and having figures.
Brand new.
I'm like,
whole new concept, and they killed it. They killed it,
bro. Woo! And then Hasbro did their thing, and the rest is history. Like they're.
Yeah. And Hasbro, when they first started, they went through their fair share of growing pains. I actually stopped collecting Marvel Legends for a little while there because, like, I was like, oh well, I kind of want to spend my money on Hot Toys, so I kind of started going full ham on Hot Toys.
Mm-hmm.
Then it wasn't really until I got into toy photography that I was like, you know what though, 112 is a lot easier to shoot, and I could buy
a lot cheaper to get. Yes. And the dioramas, which I see behind you. You got a few.
There. Actually, there's normally back here. There's like a whole forest scene, but I moved that.
That's one thing I love about this community, like. The people that are coming out and just making props in 1/12 scale, they look amazing.
Dude, I just got this from just some dude in LA. He specializes in making mailboxes.
But look at that fucking mailbox. Look at that mailbox. It's amazing. Like you put that in a scene, take a picture of it, and the shit looks fucking real.
I already got plans for this mailbox, and I have some like pigeons from Mezco, and I'm like, look, pigeons and mailbox. I'm New York right here. It's
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
Not
I
really.
love it. But you know what's funny? So like I scroll through and I follow already people that do that kind of stuff, and it's just it's amazing. It's amazing. And then what you guys do with those fucking things just blows my mind. It blows my mind. I love it.
I owe it all to like the different artists that are out there creating like the dioramas and props and stuff like that. Because like you could be the best photographer in the world, but if you don't have the best stuff to be shooting or like good stuff to be shooting, it's just not going to be the same. And like, I mean, this diorama up here came from Rico CH, who is an amazing artist. And like, it wasn't until I got that dial that I was like, I could do full city scenes now, and I felt like comfortable being able to actually do city stuff. Otherwise, I was just shooting in my garage. And I was like, okay, what can I make look like it's a real city or something like that? Yeah, so I owe it to them, man. They're great artists.
And look at your shit now, bro. Like, god damn, son. Like you go ham. Like I just, bro. Like I forgot. There's another artist, Bobasaurus or whatever.
Oh, Eugene. Eugene's awesome. Yeah.
There you go. So Eugene, I keep sending him the eggplant with rain, because every time he posts a picture, I'm like, god damn, his fucking lighting work.
Yes, his lighting is so good.
Stupid,
that alien he posted today.
I know.
Yes, I know. I was like, oh damn, son.
What the fuck? I told him, so I sent him the shit, and he's like, oh, that's why the scene was so rainy. I'm like, thank you for making me, present the mood for the scene.
Like, I'm a little rainy in my pants right now too, man. Thank you.
Bro, but that fucking picture, man. Hey, and to not go unnoticed either, your fucking close up of Hulk. That picture you did of Hulk. God,
yeah.
Damn. I'm like, I swear to God, I saw it and I'm like, whoa, this is like a half scale bust. Who made this? Who made this as a fucking action figure? I'm like,
it's Marvel Legends, baby. They got good sculpts.
My goodness, they do. Some things that paint apps just don't do it any justice, and it just looks like utter shit. And then you get somebody who's a professional paint it secondhand, and you're like, wow, that was in there. Oh my god.
I know. So yeah, it really it's funny because like one of my close personal friends from like childhood is a painter over at Hasbro, and like he'll send stuff off to production and comes back and they have to make all these sorts of caveats because they can only use like so many paint apps and yada yada yada. But like the stuff I see him do on the side where he could just go crazy with it, he brings it a whole new life to these sculpts. It's just like it's a whole different thing.
It's truly amazing. It's truly amazing. And I got the chance to visit Sideshow Collectibles, so I was able to go and see Anthony Mestas and OG Kangol paint right there live, and it bro fucking blows my mind what they were doing. And even now they post videos of them painting, and then I see just random fucking artists like I forget this dude's name. He's a professional in doing cell shaded shit. Leak costumes, I think it is. My bad, bro. I can't fucking remember. But again, just out of this world with the cell shading shit. Like Transformers look amazing. Yeah. They look like they just popped out from the fucking animated show in the 80s. So much talent out there, and I love talent.
It's ridiculous.
And I love that this is bringing people together. Like you guys, like I see some of you, everybody in this whole what do you call it? Toy photography. Good lord, bien sabido. Just hooking up with like sculptors. Oh, I got this 112 head that I made for this character, and you have the same character, so you want to use. Oh shit, man, send it over, playing. Yeah. It just blows my mind. It looks fucking amazing. So it's awesome, dude. The fucking community is awesome, bro. That's all I got to say, bro.
That's that was exactly it. It's like getting into it. It's the community that kept me here, and it's the community that was the main reason why I'll never leave. Because it's not just toy photos. It's like, I meet other artists that I freaking love and have been like gushing over their stuff at cons and stuff like that. That they're like, they see my stuff, they're like, oh my god, I love your stuff. I'm like, dude, I have been following you since like early 2000. Get the hell out of here! You like my stuff? Like I don't want to go down the dirty route, but like I've done dirty things while looking at your images before.
Yeah. I've touched myself sometimes looking at your pictures.
There we go. I didn't know, what kind of show we were talking about. I should actually, you know what? I've seen your nipples once on this show. I should have known. You
should have known, baby. Triple X.
Yes, I'll
My
be
God.
pleasuring myself to their artistic works this evening.
Dude, no, for real, man. Oh my God, I'm looking at a deco right now here that you have. Stupid, bro. Stop it. I love it. I love it. I love that you go ham. They
Thank
look
you, man.
awesome, dude. So I again, like I said at the beginning, I blew my load. I love your shit. I love your work. I think you're fucking awesome. Even though you think you're trash, you're not that trash, bro. and you can see your
the
growth.
photo it starts with.
Hey,
Trust me.
hey, hey. Listen. Linda, listen. They look fucking badass, and I'm telling you, even the framing of the pictures. I'm looking at Stain here killing Ida, whatever his name is, with the booster fucking
Ida, yeah.
feet. Ida, there you go, Ida.
Tenya Ida.
And bro, and I don't even know if you have any like real fucking. You have minimal shit done. It looks like the picture looks fucking awesome by itself. So you got skills, dog. You
Thanks,
got
man.
skills.
Thanks.
You got skills, and I love your shit. So, listen, Papi Chulo, thank you so much for your goddamn time, bro. It was a pleasure. Fucking enjoyed it.
Thank you for having me out, man.
Anytime, bro, anytime. And for everybody, all the fucking links are gonna be in the description. Check out this dude's work. It's badass. It's badass, right?
Yeah.
Don't say it ain't. Don't
It's
say it ain't.
badass. Check out the work.
He might have 3 too many shields of Captain America, but he's a good guy. Go check out his work.
Thing. I was actually just joking. 4 isn't too much. Have 18. You need a
I bet
shield.
you, bro. Let's see what happens at the end of Falcon and Winter Soldier. Maybe the shield's gonna get a fucking redo, and you're gonna be like, damn, I'm gonna need that shield because
Hey, you never know.
It's new.
Hey,
it's different.
We have maybe another shield making its appearance this week. We'll see. I don't know if you watched that end credit sequence of last week's episode.
What? And credits?
There was a post-credit scene last week.
Are you fucking? Come on, cuz? Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
No, I didn't.
You should go back and watch it.
Jesus Christ. I should have known, man. Why do you do this, Marvel? Okay, so, like, either do it on every episode or don't do it, bro. Because I'm like, I didn't see, and I would stay, and I'm like, okay, they're not going to do it. And now you tell. Thank God you told me.
This whole season, yeah, that had the post-credit scene. I know. It's weird that they save it for some episodes, but others don't. They want you to watch those credits. People work hard on these shows, man.
Exactly. Hey, before I know I was mounting the outro here, but before I go and I let you go, listen. What did you think about WandaVision? Did you like it? Did you enjoy it?
I loved it. I love WandaVision.
Okay, because I loved it
you
too.
Didn't
I
like
have
it?
a friend. Oh, I loved it. I enjoyed everything. I loved. It's just
too.
like the first 3 episodes. Like I was so infatuated by the fact that they went to the lengths to recreate that era's way of filming and doing special effects and shit. Like that was badass.
Behind the making of episode they put out, I did not know they got like an audience in there, and the audience was dressed like period appropriate too. They were using the same lighting rigs and like all this stuff. It was amazing.
To that point, like the audience again, we never saw the audience.
Yeah, I didn't know the audience was there.
Like they had a legit audience. I knew they had a legit audience for those few episodes that they were making. Like they were supposed to be shooting in front of an audience. They actually did that, which was great. I didn't know they were fucking dressed in period clothing. Like that's ridiculous, dude.
It's ridiculous.
It's amazing. So and the mystery behind it. And a lot of people slap their own dicks, making all this stupid fucking it's Mephisto and all this shit. And I went into that rabbit hole, but I did not let that ruin the show for me. Like I enjoyed the show fucking 100%. I love Wanda and Vision so much more, and I never thought I would give a shit about those characters. Like it blows my mind. That's how
Wanda
good that
was
show
one of my
was.
favorite, one of my favorite characters in the Marvel universe. I always love the fact that she's more powerful than pretty much anyone else. So I was kind of waiting for that to happen on the in the movies, and it just never happened until this series. We got to see it, and it's this. I feel like this is the starting line for her character. Like we've had her for so long, but we just got to meet her character now, and I'm stoked for where she goes from here.
I was so pissed when she didn't kill. I really wanted her to rip Thanos apart, or at least just take one hand, bro.
Yeah.
Like one whole arm. She could easily crush this. Well, to her, not defense, but what's the other word?
Credit to her credit.
Thank you. He sent the fucking whole armada shooting at his own people.
He killed half of his entire army just because she was she had him in some vice grip.
So let's give her that. Like she was so fucking badass. The biggest disappointment, to be honest, in that fucking movie was Captain Marvel.
I agree.
One of the toughest bitches in the world. Then they make this stupid scene with all the bitches. Like y'all got together. Like, would you like timing this? Like, hey, it just
I
felt
didn't
forced.
like how it happened. It seemed too tacked on. I would have loved it if it happened and it was natural. Like we watched Spider-Man get down,
like
something else get down.
Mandalorian, where all the women got together, but they all had like it happened organically in the show. Like if they got together and everybody had like it was awesome. Here it's like, oh, you're spoon feeding me women.
Yeah.
Heroes. No, they should have made that organically, and especially Captain Marvel, like the toughest bitch in the universe. And come on, like
I will say her headbutt was freaking awesome when she headbutted him, but that was all she got. Right, she got that one move, and like it was kind of,
and that was it. It's like, bruh, that was a disservice. And her haircut in that movie, like, stop. I guess I didn't care for it.
It was for the comic. I don't like it.
I know,
but whatever. I liked it better, with the long hair, and then when she had the helmet on, it had the mohawk. It looked pretty badass.
Exactly. Yeah. You didn't have to cut her hair. There was no need.
I wish they used the helmet more too. I love that.
There
helmet.
you go. Me too. And with the mohawk and everything, she looks fucking badass.
Badass.
Fucking flying through goddamn spaceships. Yes. Yep. She should have taken Thanos all the way up and just punch him in the gut and take his heart out. Like
she did take down his entire ship, which was awesome. Mm-hmm. Like she flew through that thing and brought it down, which was cool.
It's one of those things where everybody has plot armor against her because obviously the movie would have ended.
Yeah, exactly.
She got there, blah, 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 blah. Okay, here you go. Hey, Wanda, can you? Thank you. Yeah, hey, I didn't even have to say it. That would have been done. So obviously we need everybody. We needed Captain America grabbing the fucking hammer. That shit was like.
That was the moment that I wanted to see, and I got it. And I got a nerd boner for the whole rest of the movie after that. Nothing else even mattered after that point. Iron Man died, sure, whatever. But hey, Captain America wielded the Mjolnir, and I'm there for it.
He was worthy. We knew he was worthy from the start.
Yep.
It was fucking badass, dude.
Awesome.
But yeah, that couldn't have happened if Wanda and Captain Marvel would have, gang up on Thanos and destroyed him.
Exactly.
Pretty quickly. So, and then it's funny because I saw somebody post a blooper, not a blooper, whatever, but they have Giant Man running around when Ant-Man is in the fucking van. You're like, wait, what?
Hey, did they really? I didn't even think I noticed that.
Yes. Look it up. It's hilarious. It's like you see Giant Man and then Ant-Man is with the Wasp in the van. So
that's the cutting room floor nonsense. They had this.
They're like,
where can we put this scene? Right here, and they're not like thinking out the whole thing.
The editor's like, there's so much shit happening, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna notice. Blap. Slap it in there.
They're managing too much. Like the one thing I keep seeing going around, it's like when they bring Bucky the arm at the end of Black Panther, and they're like, "Here's your arm," and he's like, "I can't take it." And they're like, "Why? It's not the right arm because they actually brought him like a right arm, but he's missing his left arm."
And like, fucking serious?
Yes.
Is that what happened in them? No.
So I gotta go back and rewatch it. I don't know if someone.
I never noticed that.
Yeah,
Are you fucking serious? That is hilarious. It's like, bro, that's the wrong arm, man.
They're trying to manage too much stuff sometimes, I guess.
That is so funny. Listen, God damn it. I love you, bro. I love talking to you. This is great. I was gonna ask you, did you watch Justice League, the Snyder Cut, and what did you think?
I did watch it, and I will be completely honest. I went in thinking I was gonna think that it was like terrible, and it was Zack Snyder. I lost faith in Zack Snyder with his DC stuff. Yeah. But outside of the weird music videos and the slow-mo Aquaman getting hit by splashes of water as he walked, I loved it. I actually loved it. I enjoyed it. It was good. I would have liked to see where they went from that. But
hopefully HBO Max won't listen to Warner Brothers and just separate when it comes to that shit. Just give me Justice League 2, Justice League 3. Let's go. There's absolutely no reason for them not to do it.
You know what? What I've realized is like I don't care if it's supposed to be bad, good, whatever. I will watch it. If it's comic oriented, I'm here for it. Just give it to me.
Exactly. I'll give it a chance. And if it sucks, I'll watch it. It is what it is.
Hey, I mean, I sat through Justice League the first time. I sat through Suicide Squad the first time. I can make it through anything if I made it through those.
We need the David Ayer cut. I want to see that movie. Now, knowing the butcher shop that was Justice League and hearing and following David Ayer for years on Twitter and seeing him post different pictures from behind the scenes, kind of like very, very Zack Snyder-ish. You're like, this wasn't in the movie? What? So I really want to see. I hope they make it happen. I know there's no plans.
Warner
I hope.
Brothers has too many executives that like see themselves as editors. I guess I don't know what it is, and they feel like they
Creatives. I think they see themselves as creatives, and Doug, you're not creative. You know how to run a business.
you're a
Good.
money guy. Money people
But
aren't
like,
typically creatives.
but like, if you're gonna set Zack Snyder to do what Marvel did in 8 years in 3 or 4, give the guy some fucking freedom, dude. Like,
Yeah.
let him do it. Don't be fucking like butchering his fucking work and not believing in the people you're hiring. The same thing happened with the Joker movie. They didn't believe in the Joker movie, in the director. The director, I think, fought to get it done. They got it done, and guess what happened? It was a really good fucking movie.
Yeah, it was
And
great.
even if people didn't like it, it made over $1 billion on a really small budget. Like,
It was
you
up to,
gotta
like,
have
5
faith,
million
son.
and all that stuff. People love that thing.
I thoroughly loved that movie from the cinematography all the way down to the score. I think I forget her name now, but she did an amazing. Like, it was, to me, it was awesome. I fucking loved that movie. So
It was an unexpected, like, deep movie for a comic oriented film, and I was not expecting it going in. But when I came out, I was like, that was heavier than I was expecting. But I enjoyed getting that heavy story. It's not my favorite movie, but that's fine. I still really liked it a lot.
it was a breath of fresh air for me when it came to comic book movies. It
Yep.
was different. He had a good
Very.
story with a good actor on there. Like I said, it's not my favorite movie, but I fucking love this movie. I thought it was great. I haven't rewatched it yet. I know it's on HBO Max.
I haven't rewatched it yet either.
Because I want to give it a chance. Like for my brain to forget certain things, so that I can watch it again. Be pleasantly surprised. But that movie was awesome. So it was awesome. Anyway, dude, let me let you go, dude. I keep talking shit.
Good.
I
can honestly talk this shit all night. So yeah, I will just let you go.
I love it, and I appreciate it, dude. And again, thank you so much for your time. And if you got anything to say to people here that don't know you, go ahead. If you don't, it's fine. But
Hey, just if you enjoy,
no.
yeah, if you enjoy like anime stuff, comic stuff, movie stuff, check out my work. Check out all the other toy photographers. There's a lot of great stuff coming out. Please, yeah, just give us a look.
Fucking fire, baby. Fucking fire. Anyways, dude, thank you so much. I appreciate
you, man. Thank you.
No problem, brother. Have a good night, man.
You too.